Hello, my friends. Good to see you again. This is 7 English Bible School. Thanks for joining us. And once again, your presence means a lot to me. God bless you and keep you.
This is what you'll soon see in America. Small community centers transformed into vaccine hubs. At the back of this basketball court are lines of vaccination cubicles. People are being ushered in one by one for their vaccine. And then you are given this immunization card. Some patients will need reassurance. They must return for a second dose. Any reservations? Any worries?
No, you always have thoughts, don't you? But I've just come to the conclusion it's better to have it than not to have it.
The US now on the verge of vaccine authorization. Tonight, the FDA releasing analysis of data from Pfizer showing how effective it's been in trials. Look at that blue line. It's the low rate of people who got COVID after getting the vaccine. Compare it with the red line. That's people on the placebo who got the virus. By the end of the study of those who got the real vaccine, only 8 got infected. In the placebo group, 162 got COVID. The FDA also saying they believe there's ample evidence the vaccine works and it's safe in people 16 and over.
At 6:31 this morning, a grandmother in a donated Christmas sweater made history. 90-year-old Margaret Keenan became patient A, the first person in the world to receive a clinically tested and proven COVID vaccine.
It was fine. It was fine. I wasn't nervous at all.
The second recipient was 81-year-old William Shakespeare, no relation to the bard.
Groundbreaking, I think. It could make a difference to our lives from now on, couldn't it?
At around 70 hospitals across the UK today, the counterattack against the coronavirus began. British officials have declared this V-Day for Vaccination Day, evocative of the victorious VE and VJ days of World War II.
They're starting off slowly. At this hospital alone, they're planning to do just around 100 vaccinations today, but then to ramp that up to 400 vaccinations a day next week and keep it going 7 days a week.
Keenan, who worked in a jewelry shop up until just 4 years ago, is doing well and has a message to others.
I say go for it. Go for it because it's free and it's the best thing that's ever happened.
The road ahead is long, but today the UK and patient A left the starting blocks without a stumble.
At the back of this basketball court are lines of vaccination cubicles. People are being ushered in one by one for their vaccine. And then you are given this immunization card. Some patients will need reassurance. They must return for a second dose. After all the politics and the vaccine science, finally, it's about the people. Still, tonight, they've asked us not to disclose the location of this center to prevent too many people from coming.
36 hours ahead of the outside advisory panel's meeting, the FDA says its review of the data suggests Pfizer's COVID vaccine is very promising. While everyone needs 2 shots, the vaccine was 50% effective after the first dose, 95% effective after the second, and effective across all age and ethnic groups, even for people with underlying conditions like obesity, diabetes, and high blood pressure. But will there be enough vaccine? Pfizer says it can't ship more doses to the U.S. until next summer because other countries bought up supplies first. Pfizer's CEO today said Americans' vaccine skepticism only undermines public health.
Have been severely politicized, particularly in the U.S. That makes people confused, and they don't know who to believe and what to believe.
Despite fewer shipments, President Trump said other vaccine makers will ensure every American can get vaccinated by this spring, promising he will take action if enough doses aren't available.
We have any problems, we will be instituting the Defense Production Act, and we will make sure that we don't have any problems.
President Trump also signing an executive order prioritizing Americans ahead of other countries, though it's not clear how enforceable or practical that is.
The numbers speak to the urgency. 15 million Americans have now contracted the virus. The drastic increase in serious cases is overwhelming medical centers everywhere.
Still too early to know if California's lockdown will help. Tonight, the state is shattering a record threatening to cripple its own healthcare system. Nearly 11,000 COVID hospitalizations. The unfolding crisis sparing no region.
There's definitely signs of fatigue.
In Reno, at Renown Health, they've put beds in a parking garage, but what they desperately need is staff.
There are requests for traveling nurses, but every hospital throughout the nation are making the same requests.
With daily infections climbing since March, the U.S. added 1 million new cases in just the first week of December. During that same span, nearly 16,000 Americans lost their lives, the deadliest week since April. In Arizona, experts warn by Christmas the state could see a humanitarian crisis.
We don't have a magic bullet right now. There's a vaccine coming, which is important, but it's not here yet.